Good morning, it's Teresa with High Mesa Standards, and I am in here letting Rose out for the morning. And so as soon as I got out for the morning, Breezy, Rose's mom, jumped in and started loving on the puppies. And she loves them. She wants to be their mom. And every time Rose looks in there to be the mom, Breezy growls at her, says, "This is my turn." So I don't let her stay in for very long just because I don't want her getting the idea that these are her puppies and that she can boss Rose around like that. So I let her get a few licks in and loves, and the puppies do love her too. And so I just let her get in there and love on them for a few minutes, and then I get her out. So I'm going to do that right now. Breezy, out. Hey, she ignores me. Come on, out. Go. Out. Hurry up. Good job. Thank you. Okay, so they're a real mess. I just wanted you to see what we do every morning. We come in here and we clean out their whelping box. That one's crawling like crazy. I call this the Gila monster stage, and she is really getting around. I mean, they're just, it's amazing how fast they go from not moving and being completely invalids to walking around, recognizing things and people. They recognize me when I come in the room some, whereas they didn't before, because now their eyes are open and they're seeing. So before, their eyes were open for a few days, but they just didn't see anything. You know, they're just real, you can tell they just can't see. What are you doing? Hello. This one's Indy, Independence. What are you doing on your tummy? Oh boy. Oh, sweet. And there's the whiner. We call her the whiner. Kenosha is our crybaby. There's always a crybaby of the litter. It doesn't seem to carry on until when they're older, because one of our best puppies that we get a lot of reports from, she was our crybaby, and she has ended up being one of the most sensitive. She's a service dog, and she's just really sweet. So, yeah, this one is Guanella. Hi, Guanella. I would say Guanella is probably, right now, and this always changes, so don't take this, take it for what it's worth, but because they change a lot at this age. Guanella is probably the one that wants to be around me the most. She doesn't seem to be too worried about anything, but at the same time, she's also not too crazy about anything, like energetic. We've got little Miss Indy here, and her name is Independence, and I think she is a little more independent than the others, or a little more bossy, I should say, so far. Like I said, this always changes, and several times usually, and that's why I don't let people pick their puppies until they're around 6 or 7 weeks, because you really can't tell their personalities at this age, and you can't tell what they're going to look like really either. This one is Imogene, or Imogene, whichever one you want to call her. Hi, Imogene. I just say Imogene because it sounds like a little girl name. She's so cute, and she's pretty chill. She's a chillax. Yeah, she's a very, very, but she doesn't seem to be as happy to be with me as Guanella does. And this one, she's happy to be with you if you're holding her tight next to you. She doesn't really like being taken away from out, Breezy, out. She does not like being taken away from the group yet. And neither does Independence, really. Independence does not really like that. So I'm in here. I let Rose out in the morning and give her a break, even though she can get out anytime she wants to and go outside. So I'll just come up and turn around. I have the whelping box here. I have my camera up here. I have the dog door right here. So she can just jump out right here and go into outside. Go out to outside. So, and then the rest of the day I'm in here, usually grooming. I don't have a groom today, so I'll be cleaning and doing some recording, doing puppy ENS training, and some nail clipping today. And then so Rose can get out here. She can sleep on the couch. She can wander around anywhere. She's good inside. I can trust her with stuff. She doesn't eat things she's not supposed to. And so I put all of her dog food and everything outside and her water outside of the whelping box. So as we get, as the puppies get bigger, we will take this whelping box down and we will take this kind of cage and put it all in and around here and to the door. And they'll just have this little spot where it'll just be their sleeping quarters and their litter box. And the litter box will go right up against that door right there. So that as mom gets out in the morning to go potty, they will also go out and go potty. So they just start going through the door because they see mom going through the door, and eventually they stop using the litter box altogether. If you do only sleeping quarters and litter box, then they will only sleep and litter in their area. They'll play in their sleeping area, but they won't pee or poop in it. So typically, now you always got, a rogue puppy that will do whatever they want. But by the time that they go to homes, I want them to be very well versed in going potty through the doggy door and outside. If you don't have a doggy door, then they will at least know to go to a door. And if you don't catch them, then they probably will potty inside because they're not used to being, having to wait. They just go out the door. But at least they're getting started in potty training. And I like to have them give them a good start. So, what are you doing? There's Pierce. He looks like a orphan. Hi, Pierce. Can you get off, please? Thank you. And Rose she's buried in my legs. Hi, Rose. Are you having a rough time? Then Breezy's back over with the puppies again. So that's our intentions for the next, we start that in about another week. They stay in the whelping box for a little while. We judge how we change things around by if they are starting to hop out of the whelping box at this stage right here, then they're ready to go into this next stage. That's how I do it. I know everybody has their different ways, but this just seems to be the no-nonsense, easy way to keep them clean and keep me from having to clean up and mop constantly. So as they're in here, I'll still pick up their bedding and wash it every day, and then I'll mop their area with a good cleaner. Yes, I do use bleach once in a while. I try not to use it very often, and I make sure that it's always dry before the puppies go back in to it. But while it's drying, then I usually have them over here, and I'm doing some training with them. So it's my time to just do playtime with them and do some training and some socialization, ENS, just stuff like that. So interactive things. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now, is putting these pads together. I tape all 4 of the big pads together, and then I replace that. This box in here is my, I always start the whelping box with this, and it's just a little dog bed with a heating pad in it. The heating pad goes to, a plug, of course, in the wall, and then if for some reason I need to take the puppies out, like when I need to clean this up, I will put them in the little bed and put it outside of I cover them lightly with a towel, and then they just don't try to get out. I don't know if other dogs are that way, but poodles are that way. They're just, okay, we're going to just lay down and behave. So I put them in the box. I put the box outside the pen, and then I can change it all around, and the puppies are warm and safe, and Rose gets a break from being with them. So I do that daily every morning when I come out. That's Rose's time to go into the house with the other dogs and eat breakfast and just kind of be a dog again. And I don't know how other breeders do this, but I usually have her stay out of the whelping box until she tells me it's time for her to go back in. And she'll come and get me and say, I want to go back in with my puppies. So I have her stay out for a while and give her a little mental break from that. That's not Rose. That's Breezy. That's Rose's mom. So we have it climate controlled in here with a Climair. And it stays I leave it at 70 when the puppies are little, and then I acclimate them to a little colder temperatures as they get older and they are able to control their body temperature. So I take their temperature down a degree, and now it's winter this time, and I usually have summer litters, so I may not I won't do below 68 probably. Unless they're panting and acting like they're hot. So you can tell if a puppy is hot or cold by where they are in the whelping pen. So if they're all cuddled together in a big clump, then they're cold, especially if they're shivering. If they're all laying out separately and laying on their sides or laying on their backs or whatever, it could be because they're hot, or if they're panting. And they don't really pant at this age. So if they're panting, you need to get the heat down. And they don't really need in the whelping box or in the heat box at this time in their lives. They're at 3 weeks tomorrow. We won't turn that up to the first level, so it stays on low. And because they just don't need that much heat, so they are doing really good. They are holding their temperatures good, and they're behaving themselves very well. So, yeah, that's our update. I'm going to be doing nails. I think maybe I already mentioned that, but I'm going to be doing nails, nail trimming, and some more ENS, early neurological stimulation with them. Hey, what are you doing, Rose? The only way you know she's alive is because her tail starts wagging. Are you okay, Rose? Yeah? Oh, hi. You're out. She's had several butt baths because she's still bleeding a little bit. I think you can see it on her tail there. But I try not to give her full-on groom because that's a lot for her. You know, she has to stand on the table for 2 to 3 hours. So we try not to give full-on grooms until she's rested up. So we'll give her a bath in the next week or two. So... all right, I hope this finds you guys in good health and happy, and I hope you're loving watching the puppies, and blessings.